memorable referees, the people you like refereeing with the most?
With the old hands, you know, the likes of Jimmy Boatwood, Jack Smith, Jack Knight. They were all old, middle-aged and that, but they were honest people in the game, you know.
This is when you were younger?
Yeah, when we...
Than them? Yeah.
Oh, a lot younger than what they were. Yeah, I was only a kid then, you know.
What did you get out of that? What sort of satisfaction did you get out of ref coaching or teaching young?
I enjoyed teaching the young kids. I used to run a school over 10 nights. I never had anything as this. We didn't have these bloody idiot things.
That didn't work.
And that, you had to teach them verbally.
Yep.
And everything. And I used to make sure that we got everything out. I used to start them off with the rules and then gradually turn them up as the master of the night. We go through the rules and say, right, who wants to interpret the rule for me? And get them involved. And one of the things I always used to say to them, I am giving you power to tell an adult he's doing something wrong. But you do it in a courteous manner. Oh, can you do that? I said, yep. You go out and see them made a mistake and you tell them. You do that with your parents and they come down on you.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
So Mum and Dad was whistle ending it.
Yeah. No, I got great enjoyment out of teaching the kids on it. I never... Out of all the schools I've run, I think I might have failed about 3 people. I would never give up on anyone unless it was an absolute blank. I remember one little girl, she was a little bit slow, and I took her 10 nights, and then I think I took her for about another 3 months, and finally we could put her out as a C-grade ref on it. Peter Williams said to me, you're too good with him. You know, the kid wants to have a go at it, so...
Sometimes you've got to have patience, don't you?
Yeah, I just felt that there was something there that she could do on it. She was as happy as Larry when we decided, yes, you could be a C-grade referee and only referee in the local competition. But she was happy with that. But it took a bit of work on it. A couple of kids, I lined them up very smartly because they were little smarties. Mm-hmm. And they seen the angry side of me in the room. Nobody else but me, and the kids knew what was going on, and I warned them straight out. If you're going to go out and try and wreck a game, you're out. We don't want you. You know, I said, your job is just to police the game, not wreck it. Oh. Well, I had a situation, and somebody came up to me and they said, you know what's going on up at Nunawading? And I said, what's going on? He said, the referees are having bets who can blow the most tech fouls. I was on the blower to Bradbury straight away. I said, do you know what's going on? He said, no, what is it? And I told him. He said, oh, you were joking. I don't know what happened to him, but I know Bradbury was looking for him.
Oh, he would fix them.
On it. Yeah, that's, you know, types of things like that. Goading players should never be part of your ammunition with them. You got rules, stick with the rules and then just get on with them.
Exactly. Like we go from teaching kids and teaching beginner referees. What about getting those A-grade referees up to refereeing junior panel and up to refereeing CVIBL, Big V, SCOBL? What sort of things did you do with those sort of referees, the Chris Reeds and the Doug Brentons, to get them where they got to?
A lot of it depends on their own ability to it and what they've learned over a period of time. if you've got them for 5 years, you should see improvements.
Yep.
If you're not seeing improvements, they're a waste. They're just a domestic referee and that's it. But if they got it, you've got to keep giving them a bit of praise and have a look at them and pick them up on little bits, pieces that they're doing wrong and go and talk to them about it. One thing I always wanted, an A-grade referee should never be frightened to talk to his partner.
Exactly.
You know, so, well, what do you reckon? Was that a good call? Or was it and get it over, you know? You don't need somebody on the sideline all the time with pencil and paper giving you a hard time. Work it out between yous. But I don't know, all my time in basketball I enjoyed on it, and I go over Knox now and occasionally, you know, I'll be watching a game or something, I'll see the kids do something stupid and I go up and introduce myself and I just explain it to them, you know. I said, and if you're not happy with that, see your coach, talk to him on it, because I was there one night and it's a young girl apparently on junior panel, looked like being good material, and she started the game off and I couldn't believe it. She tossed the ball and she ran straight out the circle. Oh shit. And at half time I said to her, you started the game? And I said, where did you go? She said, I run out. I said, why? I said, you run out, you're in their territory. I said, if they clean you up, you've got no redress on them. But if you stay in the circle till they clear and they steamroll you, ha, guess what? He's in trouble. Oh, she said, I was never told that. And I said, your safety is the first priority in the game of basketball.
Yeah.
Did you get caught out, did you?
No, I'm just saying, look after number one first.
That's right, stay safe.
Absolutely.
On it, but she thought she was doing the right thing, but she'd never been told the dangers of running out into the players' area. I enjoy it. I'd still be doing it, only my eyesight started to fail a bit. And
don't worry, a lot of referees can't see, so it doesn't matter.
But I reckon a blind referee is the best.
What about,
you got away with it for years.
What about, I suppose your coaching philosophies? You can sit up in the stand and write and evaluate for the game for 2 hours, and you can see a referee's just doing, you know, a terrible job, or he's just not getting it right. Going down and talk to him at quarter time, half time. What's your philosophy on evaluating rather than coaching referees?
Very seldom did I ever have to go down at quarter time and half time and tell them anything. As long as they were trying, good honest trying, there was no need to approach them during the game unless there was something really could be dangerous to the game. You might have a sniper in the game, you know, with the elbows going and all that, like Brucey Beaton and that. He had the fastest hands in the drawer, you know, he'd snot them and they didn't even know where it come from.
That's probably why his daughter's a really good official now. She watched her dad play for so long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but sometimes I think I might have gone down, just give her a little bit of encouragement, saying, look, I think you're a little bit down on your travels, or, you know, you're not getting as blocked and stuff. I said, just have a look at them. Do you understand what it is? And he said, yeah. And I said, what is it? Okay. Well, that's not what I'm seeing. You know, and then he could go out and he could work a little bit better. But I didn't like to take anything that could interfere with the flow of the game. to it, because I thought that was unfair to the teams and also to the coaches that are trying to work you out. There's no good having 4 referees in a game of 2.
As young referees, what advice would you give young referees? Either beginner referees starting to referee, or those referees wanting to jump up into the elite?
Call what you see, and only what you see. Don't anticipate, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Relax and just enjoy, you know, what you're doing on it. When they came into my schools, I used to have 3 things I wanted. You wanted love of the game, you wanted to improve the game, and what you got in your pay packet at the end of the night was just the bonus. If you put the money first, I don't like you.
Oh, exactly. A lot of kids will start refereeing for the money, but it shouldn't be.
Well, that's why I used to get in first. I said, if it's only for the money, then I don't like you.
Better pocket money, but it's to learn stuff too.
That's right.
Thing is, they've come in with the wrong attitude.
Yeah.
If they love the game, they're there, and they say, oh, well, you know, I'm ready to go on it. But they say, oh, money, you know, I'll get that at the end of the night when it gets around. They're lackadaisical.
Exactly. Bit of history, how much did you get paid for your first game?
About 2 bob.
Which is?
20 cents.
20 cents?
Yeah.
It used to cost me more.
Kids get paid $7 or $8 now as an apprentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it used to cost me to go to my games.
Yeah.
On it, because and half the time we'd ride out to North Fitzroy on the back of a tram.
Yeah.
On the back,
On the back.
not in the tram, because we didn't have enough money to get back home.
That's it. Yeah, one-way fare.
Yeah,
That's it.
on it. But we wanted to be in the game. We wanted, you know, we felt it was a game that anybody could be in it. You weren't bound to any specific positions. And that's why I think the game has bloomed, because it's a game that involves everybody on the court as well as the subs.
Yeah.
To it, and I think if it's promoted, you know, more, it could go anywhere. As it's shown that we are starting to get players going to America.
Yeah, which is something, wouldn't it?
You know, it was a long, long time before we got anyone to break in over there.
We've got our Australian players, and we've even got our referees going overseas a bit more too, which is good.
Yeah, they're getting seen.
We spoke about the advice you'd give referees. What's the best bit of advice you got
I ever got.
as a referee?
Henry always said to me, like I said before, you know, call what you see and only what you see, and enjoy what you're doing. And I always try to do that, you know. I've never walked out of the place and thought, oh, you know, that's a waste of time. Because as a referee, I believe your job is to try and improve the game on it by keeping the game, you know, within the rules. Because in those days there was only about 5 rules.
Yeah. A few more than that now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're in the hundreds now, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
On it, all technicalities, where we didn't have all the technicalities.
You got case books, you got interpretations, you got everything now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they keep changing the damn rules now. Every couple of years of that, they change the rules on you.
Yeah, it makes it hard. No, that's good. What's Keith Vaughan up to now?
Retired.
Retired from everything.
Yeah.
Involved in basketball at all?
I'm not. I only go over with the missus sometimes on a Friday night if she permits me to,
Oh.
just to have a look at the game and see how it's going.